I'm just going to point out what you guys are going to be working on today. You are going to be building your ideal European vacation. So this is the post you guys are going to see, and I just haven't posted just yet because I want to make sure that I can read through it and you guys can get all of the information. So there's going to be a lot going on here, and it's really up to you to choose where you go and what you see because it's going to be your vacation. Okay, really ideally you could actually use this after you leave high school and you take a semester off to go travel Europe, right? The goal of this again is that you guys are having the opportunity to explore. As you guys saw in Rick Steves yesterday, there's a ton of stuff out there. Right? When we just talk about and we look up European landmarks, we're going to get a ton of stuff to go and see, right? I mean, already right there, I can give you a ton of the 10 most iconic things that you must see in your life when you go to Europe, okay? The point of this is not just to get 10 things and be done. The point of this is to truly find things that you're interested in, okay? So as Rick Steves, you guys have watched yesterday, there's a ton of information just in one city. So this whole thing, you could stay in one city, you could go across Europe, you could stay in one country. Okay, it's your choice. If you want to just do an Italian tour and do between food and landmarks, awesome. You just have to make sure that you can explain it and that you can actually mark it on a map. Okay, so one way to start if you're kind of thinking like I'm not sure really what to do, literally Google European landmarks. Today you're going to be using the open web. At school, it kind of depends on what you're able to open, but the goal of this is to again make sure that you can find things that make sense and that are going to be things that you're excited about and truly things that you want to do if you are taking a European vacation. Okay. Let me go back to my directions. You'll research and build your ideal European vacation. Oops, excuse me. Your vacation can be centered on seeing famous art or potentially the famous landmarks of World War II. Overall, your project should reflect your interests. You'll be required to explain each of your locations that you choose and include a picture. This project's goal is to get you to research using the open web. Yes, I know, I'm scared. And practice writing in your own words. Include the link of every website you use so you can practice citing later. Here are the requirements. You're going to use 10 landmarks. You're going to write 2 sentences on each location and its historical or cultural importance. Okay? Write 1 sentence on why you want to go to this location and include a picture with each location. Everything must properly be located on Google My Maps, and you must build a trip. Start in a city and move to the next. Don't zigzag back. Don't go to Rome and then go back to Paris and then back to Rome. Okay, it's going to go in one single kind of line. All right, so I'm going to assign this to everyone, and then I'm going to show you what this Google My Maps is. So Google My Maps is actually a really cool app. Okay, it is a Google map. You can then change tons of things about it. We're going to focus ourselves in Europe. Okay, and you can see over here that it says add layer, share, preview. Again, this share, you can share it with me if you want. If you don't, I think I already have it through your Google Classroom, so don't totally worry about it. The buttons that we really care about is this one right here. Okay, so we're going to add a marker, and I'm going to add a marker for the places I know. So one thing I can do is I can search something. So I can search up, I gotta know how to spell things, Colosseum. Okay, there it is. I can actually check it out. Okay, so the Colosseum, if I want to put that one in there, okay, if I search it up in this bar, it will add itself. There's one of them. Okay, then the other things I can do with this is I needed to add that little square. Next thing I can do is I can actually edit part of this and I can type in it. Okay, this is the part where I'm going to write my 2 sentences on the importance of the Colosseum and why I want to see it, and 1 sentence on why I want to see it. Why I want to see it. So 2 sentences on why the Colosseum is important, 1 sentence on why I want to see it. Okay? You can remove this little details if you want. It doesn't totally matter. Okay, that's not necessary. The next thing is you can, again, add a photo. Okay? So this way you're going to do this just like we've done before. You can go to Google image search and you can search up that way. So it's just like we've kind of done in the past. It just uses a little bit different um, like ways of finding pictures and stuff. So if I hit save, it should load. If it doesn't load, just go back and try to add a new picture. Okay. So for our example, I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. And what I suggest doing is don't try to go and search the place. Okay. Don't try to go and you know try to find Venice on the map. Just search it up above. Use maps as it should be. Okay. So I can go ahead and, again, it's going to ask me for that little arrow. I can hit add my map. If there's something specific in Venice I want to see, one thing I really like in Venice is the Ponte Rialto Bridge. Okay, so that's something I can just type in, and I'm going to add that one to mine. Okay, add to my map. You can see it begins to add it together. I can also change the color if I'm liking it and if I want to. Okay. Again, I need to go back to this one, edit it, and I need to type in my information. Okay. And make sure that my information is correct. So there's going to be kind of two things going on. I'm going to be doing research over on one page. Okay. And then anytime I do some research, I'm going to be making sure I take that information, okay? Remember, you need to go actually to a website. This is not research. This right here is not research. You have to go into the website, click on it. This is the website I would use, okay? That's the one I take back and I include within my information, okay? I would just put it down below. Simply clicking enter here saves it. It hits that save button for you. Excuse me. And the next thing I wanted to show you, so you can actually click to the next one and it will jump to your next, whatever your other one was. Again, I want to make sure that I include a picture so that Mr. Melstat, when he's looking through these, can actually just see really quickly what everything is. Okay. The next thing is you can connect these dots together. Okay. So if I get a weird point in here, I can just simply delete it. And if I zoom out, the last thing I can do is start putting these together. Okay. So I take a draw line, click this one, click that one. There's my point. Okay. You might do it at the end. Sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge to get it together. I think you just have to click it twice and it should work. So we can practice it. If that's not working, just make sure you're getting information today. You're finding your landmarks. Grab a scrap piece of paper if you want to map it out that way. Okay, whatever you need to do. The goal of this is, though, I'm opening you up to the internet. One thing I really am caring about is I want you to explore. I want you to be curious, and I want you to find things that you're excited and interested about. If you're excited about medieval history and you want to look at the different castles, well, that should be your research. If you're interested in art of Italy, then you should absolutely do that as well. Okay, famous landmarks, or if you want to go bullfighting in Spain. Those are all things you can go and actually see even today. So this is kind of your project in many ways. It will be entered into our delegate portfolios at one point in time as well. So have fun. If you have questions, send me an email and enjoy your day. I hope to be back tomorrow feeling lots better. Have a great day and we'll see you tomorrow.